So welcome guys. We are still on the weekly market outlook. So we are just kind of making a review to what's a review and forecast to what is going to happen the next market. So as you know, I only trade one direction. Right now I'm just trading one direction. There's not really much time just trading the whole direction. There won't really even make any sense like that. So our direction is just the USD direction. So what happens to USD, we use it to kind of forecast what is going to happen to all. What is happening in the US now, being anticipating on the rate cuts or whatsoever like that. So right now, so let's go to the monthly time frame. Sorry, the internet is kind of down. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Wow. So we are here now. So the origination of the trend was that kind of it moves drastically up and to this level. That is there's kind of a high demand here. So the price kind of moved drastically up. This was around that 2000, year 2000. Then there's kind of a deflation here. So the price moves drastically lower, then price inflation starts from there, then the price keeps pushing higher. So right now, okay, let's mark out at this level. I'm not going to even really clear this because I'm still anticipating price to touch this 88.3. It's 8.3. I'm anticipating USD to touch that level. So if let's go to our weekly time frame right now. So now what we are now looking at right now is, so now let's just say interest rate cut. Now interest rate being cut, currency loses value, and once interest rate cut, currency will lose value. Once currency loses value, there will be interest rate cut, currency loses value, there will be lower supply. That is supply for the currency. There will be lower demand. So there will be higher supply of that currency, and then once there is higher supply of a currency, once the supply is greater than demand, so definitely the price is gonna fall. So from that simple price equilibrium law of demand and supply, so increase in supply will lead to a decrease in price. So once the rate cut, so that is going to let the currency lose its value and going to lose, the price is going to drop drastically as well. So in which we are anticipating the price to a kind of a touch. So going to the daily time frame, the price is already breaking through this very zone as well. So now on our weekly time frame, price already breaks through the wedge, and the bear are drastically controlling the market right now. So the bear were the last, and they are higher in number. They were the last on this very week. So next week right now we are expecting nothing less than just the price just falling again, but little pullback and just a kind of drastic, because as we know, trend don't really go down like you driving a car like that. So here now what we are anticipating here, like the next week, we are anticipating the candle to touch this very level, to touch 94 by the end of next week. That's the point in which we are anticipating for next week. So after next week, so depending on what we close with, so once the rate cut, so we are expecting the price to come down again and touch this level again. So we are expecting a price touching this level again, that is 93.3. So we are expecting price touching that. So this for next week, 93.34. Sorry, now next week, down to next week, that will be on 28. So we are expecting price to touch here. So by the end of NFP, we are expecting price to touch this very point once rate is cut. So we are expecting the price to touch that level. So once rate cut, that is currency loses value, then this technically this wedge has been broken. That is, this is a rising wedge, and it's been broken already. So the price is expected to kind of so touching this level, we are expecting just a kind of a little pullback back to this point, then the price to move down and touch this level. So that's what we are expecting. That's what we are expecting on gold, the price moving down that way. So we are expecting nothing less than that. So now let's now keep our anticipation that the price touches this level. Now that simply means USD is weak. USD is getting much more weaker. The currency is getting dead. So now if USD is getting weak, that is USD is falling throughout the month, USD keeps falling. So definitely USD getting weak, definitely investors got panicked and run to safe haven. So now, which the safe haven asset we have a lot of safe haven assets. We have the gold, silver, gold, silver. I don't trade silver anyway. I only trade the gold. So what I could tell more is investors run to gold, which is the safe haven asset, and yen as well, with just a kind of yen, that is the XSY index is going to fly. The price is going to go up. There will be a kind of the price is going to go up on the yen index, that is SXY index is going to fly. So yen is going to fly once this fall. So now gold. Now let's go to gold. So right now I'm on the monthly time frame. So throughout the month, this is on the monthly time frame, as you can see this book candle. By the end of this month, if gold still keep oils USD still keep falling, that is investor got panic and run to safe haven. So definitely this already broke out through this level. It has already broken out through the level, so in which we are expecting the price to still keeps pushing much more higher. So if on the USD that now keeps happening for the next 6 months of this very year, so by 2020 what we are expecting here, if the price still keeps pushing higher. So right now, if this fully formed, that is the price just fully formed and close somewhere around this level, if the price close somewhere around this level, then we are expecting the price to say kind of a push higher and touch 1.5, touching 1.5 by next month. So breaking through 1.5 and touching 1.594 again. That's that's 3 months again. So touching 1.8 by December. So we are expecting the price to touch by December. So we are expecting the price to touch 1.8. We are expecting this. We're expecting this to happen on the gold. So we are expecting the price to touch this level. So now by 2020, if the economy still is kind of like still being dovish and just still keeps falling, so we are expecting this to still keeps pushing higher. Like it's very rare for you to see gold fall. Falling in gold is just a correction in which the price is still gonna fly. As you can see, the historical data of this is uptrend. That is this happen uptrend. Gold is a safe haven. You are not expecting it to fall. It's a safe haven. You're not expecting it to fall. It's a safe haven asset. It's not gonna fall. So now all this now is just a correction of this aggressive move correction of this aggressive move. This now is just consolidation. That this technically this is a consolidation, and now we are expecting this to happen again. We are expecting this move to happen. So we are expecting that move to happen again. So now if we kind of measure these measure this now, we have an one, that's a 120,779, 127.79. Let's calculate the pips we are having on that anyway. Sorry, I forgot what's even that cell. Okay, around the 121,256, right? 121,256. Now divided by 10. So these are around 12,125 pips. So we are expecting that we're expecting 12,000 after this breakout. Now the wedge is already broken. So right from this level now, we are expecting 12,125 pips. Is that we are expecting. So now adding 12,125 to our position here. So definitely we already know that we are likely to touch 6,000 on gold by 2020. So that's our anticipation. After break, it's good. It's like it's just a kind of breakthrough. Good to break through this level. It's going to break through 1.8. It's going to fly to 1.8 and break through 1.8 again and push much more higher. So you should not look for nothing less on gold than to just buy at every support. So as I always say, you go to the 30-minute time frame. You go to the 30-minute time frame and just locate a support, the trend support, and buy. Or you can use your 15-minute time frame as well for an aggressive trader. Sorry, the network is kind of bad right now. So your 30-minute time frame is very good for your entry confirmation. So it's likely to kind of reverse to 1391, likely to reverse to 1391. So the price likely just reverse to 13191. So our next support is likely to be within this level. So you don't just say you want to sell to this level, because you can get trapped and go to just kind of skyrocket again. So we are expecting not to sell at all. Just leave it, don't sell it, just keep buying at support. We are expecting to shoot higher again. So that's on good in respect to downfall of the US dollar. So although technically we are expecting down on the US dollar as well, we are expecting Euro USD to fly and gold to fly as well. So now Euro USD as well as a USD4, that is USD is weak. So when you are trading a weaker currency to a stronger currency, definitely Euro index is going to fly, in which definitely means Euro USD is going to rise. There will be a kind of increase in the exchange rate of Euro to US dollar. So Euro is going to be strong, and we are anticipating this very wave. So we already have this wave throughout the week, and we have been updating anyway. So we are still expecting that to happen, because historically, as you can see, these are quite been falling. So these are a kind of falling wedge, and the wedge has been broken. So if we are expecting this wave to happen, the price to push much more higher just push higher, retrace and push higher again. We are expecting the price to touch. So we are expecting the price to break out and touch this very level as well. We are expecting the price to touch. We are expecting the price to touch. So we are expecting that to happen. We are expecting the price to kind of fly to that level as well before it could break down again. So we are expecting that to push higher for another more up move to this level again. So that's what we are expecting as we are on the Euro USD. So you shouldn't expect the price to kind of push lower for the seller. It will be quite risky in terms of when the USD is kind of falling. So if you are selling here right now, you should sell with care. Sell with care. So but when the price touches this, if the price is kind of a rally, when the USD gets much more weaker, the price got to rally to that level. So at that level, at this very level, we are expecting the price to kind of fall again. This could be to fall again and touch this level. Is around this very point, touch this level again. So that's what we are expecting on the Euro USD as well. So now on Nasdaq, so I'm going to use one analysis for all. So on the Nasdaq, US 500, US 30. So as you can see, Nasdaq, US 30, US 500, US 500 even in particular, or we can just go for Nasdaq. So the only trend on the US stock is uptrend. The only trend, it's just keep making high. So that's, as I'll still mention that right now, selling this is always with care. So you sell this with care, even no matter what, how USD keeps falling. This is likely to break through. This is likely to break through this level again. This is likely to kind of reverse. The reservoir will be just a little bit. It's likely to be for a little moment of time. Sorry. The reversal is just likely to be a quick reversal for a little time. Sorry. So just to kind of reverse a little bit and touch that level, or reverse, touch this very level, and it kind of shoots up and break through this all-time high, break through it and shoots more again, trading up to 8,000. So we are trading it at 7865. So we are expecting to trade by 2020 or by December. We're expecting Nasdaq to trade at 8,000. So that's our anticipation. So on this, selling this is always with care. So we also always have to be careful when selling. So you have to just monitor the trade very well. So buying is always a kind of safe, but right now we are not even to look at buying. So because next week right now we should be looking at nothing else than just selling and selling this pair, because technically this should move with USD trend, but right now as the economy is falling as well, so we are not expecting anything less here than a kind of a reversal right now. But first, the price is likely to kind of just reverse a little bit, touch the all-time high, and it kind of shoot back and reach and make this level again make it to this level. Make it to this level. After making that level, which is T here as well. So making it to that level, so that level will be quite critical. So then shoot up and break, likely to break through that level. So we have to watch that level for breakout. So but right now there's going to be kind of a touching the highest, the all-time high on the Nasdaq, and a kind of a drop again. So on the US 30 has already touched the highest high as well. So we are looking at nothingness here, same as well. So on the US 500, same thing as well. So that's what we should be looking at on all the US stock. So on oil, so our anticipation on oil, we are anticipating this wave to happen. So as the US Iran crisis and all that, so if that still keeps going, so we are expecting a fall in oil price. So once it makes another attempt here, so we are expecting the price to fall. So to follow this anticipation, the price kind of pushing a little more to little high, a little bit, kind of making a kind of a little, although the price kind of a turnover and falling already anyway, but we are expecting more of this fall. So so we are expecting this correction, this very correction, to continue push higher and touch this level. So once touching that level, we are expecting nothing else than just the price to kind of fall. Correction again, try to break through that level. So price to push higher, touch that level, then the price will kind of just kind of turn over that way back to make a support, find it a support here, and then turn over, break through that level, and after reaching this very level, this, as you can see, that very level is quite critical. So the price kind of turn over again, then shoot for a down move. So the price is likely to touch 50, to be traded at 50 or at 43.5. So that's what we are expecting on the oil as well, as the crisis, the tanker attack crisis and whatsoever continue. So we are expecting that move to happen. So now, as the USD continue pushing over, it will get more strengthened. So the GBP is gonna gain more strength as well after. So the Brexit is likely to push the price high again. So the GBP USD, you are expecting nothing less on the GBP USD as well than the price just pushing higher. Once USD is weak, GBP is quite to be stronger. So then the price to push higher. So this is on the weekly time frame. So if on the GBP USD, the price is likely to push high just till after the NFP. So after the NFP, we are not expecting the price to continue pushing higher, because we are anticipating on so this is weekly time frame. So we are only anticipating here this to happen. So the price kind of push high. So the bull is still in control. Next week to touch to touch 0.28, 0.287. Then after the USD got much more weakened to touch 0.303. Then we are expecting a turnover at that very level, because the price is likely not to break through that trend line. But if broken, we are expecting a turnover at this very level and just coming down, breaking through this level again and go more for the downside. So go more for this down, fall again. So likely to just touch this very level again before the price kind of shoots higher and touch this level. Sorry, the network is quite bad. Whenever let it kind of shrink. So here right now, we throughout this very year, we on GBP USD we are expecting to be hovering around this area. We are going to be hovering around this area. Our trading level will be around. Our trading level is going to be around this area. Any buy, sell, or whatsoever, any profit making will be around this area. This area is going to be respected throughout this year. If my memory really gets throughout next year as well, the price is likely to keep hovering around this area till next year January. So the price is just likely to keep hovering around this area. But if this level got broken, so we are expecting the price to shoot higher for another up move to this very level, and shoot for this very level again, and this very level again. So that if the price break up, so if it breaks down, then that's another scenario. So a kind of a drastic down move in which that is going to be bad for the GBP. That's going to be bad for the GBP. So hovering around this area is still quite a little bit okay. So AUD USD. So AUD is still quite strong as well. As the USD got weakened, the AUD is kind of getting much more stronger as well. So in which we are anticipating this to happen, like this pattern to fully form. We have the SA leg, the AB leg confirmed, the BC leg confirmed. Now we are anticipating the CD leg to confirm at 161.8. So we are anticipating that, in which after anticipating that, we are expecting, so if this pattern completes, so what we are expecting is the price to kind of fall to pound, because the rule of this pattern is that after this pattern form, this is going to fall. That kind of bullish harmonic pattern. So we are kind of expecting it to fall as well. So we are expecting the price to just touch this very level. So in which after this pattern formation, then this one is out. Then we are expecting this A, B, C, D. So we are expecting A, B, C, D retracements. So after this pattern complete, then we are expecting another A, B, C, D retracement. That is A, B, C, D here again. So after touching, so we are expecting the price to kind of touch that level, having our D leg here again. So after having that, then we are expecting the price kind of drop back to 1618 again. So that's for the picture. What throughout next week and throughout this month. So we are expecting nothing less on this, and it's just buy this at every support. So until this is fully formed. So once this is fully formed by likely after the NFP, so this go fully form. After this fully form, then we are expecting to just short for a while to back to 38.2 level, then keeps buying again to 261.8, in which we are expecting the price to touch this level as well. We are expecting the price to touch that level, but this level goes first. So we are expecting that to happen, because after breaking through here, it's just a kind of a correction. So like breakout trading, that is correction. The price is not likely to even touch here. The correction is likely to just come here and shoot higher. So when we breakout, normal breaking out, breakout trading strategy. So after breaking out, correct, the resistance turn to support, then you should start buying again. So in which it's going to respect if this pattern is fully formed, and still going to respect the breakout trading strategy as well. So that's about the Aussie dollar. So the NZD USD, we are expecting nothing less. Yeah. So here as well. So nothing less is expected here, as we already have a kind of a. So here so far throughout this week, this failed to break out throughout this week. So we have this didn't break out throughout of this week. So rather the closing of this was bullish, but the last on this candle was the bear. Let's go to our daily time frame. So the last in the market was the bear, but nevertheless it was indecisive. As you can see, it was indecisive. In which here we are kind of likely to have a kind of pullback here, touching here, and kind of follow this line up again, or likely to kind of push lower to this level and then shoot up again. So we are expecting this level here as well. That's due to the dollar weakness. We already have our double bottom here, so in which that this very level should be highly respected. So that very level should be highly respected, same as well. That very level is highly respected. We have a double bottom, so we are expecting the price to keep pushing higher. So what we are expecting now is as you can see, we have this wave here, so we have a breakout, and here now, so we are expecting to have this triangle, this to happen here as well. The price kind of go here, then keeps pushing higher, and this as well just going that way, and this kind of we kind of move like that to touch and break out through this level. So that's what we are expecting to happen here. So just expecting that to break out that level and just head for this very point. So historically, as we can see, right now, the price take off from this level and just kind of move higher, then correct. So throughout this very point now, as we can see, the price is kind of trying to find its way up, and nevertheless that this is like just be the main trend. This is just there can be the correction, and this is like to be another way up. Again, this like to be just a consolidation of this move. Then after breaking out this level, we are expecting this to just kind of touch this level again. So I'm expecting that to touch that level again. So and if this second target fail and the price kind of goes that way and just kind of fall again, then by that very point in time it's likely to break out again and just go for this level. But this is not really advisable at all. That's not advisable at all. In which the way we should be looking at is this is the way we are supposed to be looking at right now as pertaining to the dollar weakness. So that is what we are expected to be looking at. So Euro JPY, so quite there will be a kind of a consolidation on the Euro JPY, but nevertheless because JPY is a safe haven and USD getting weak, USD is a safe haven as well, but the safe haven is getting weak. So definitely investors is not likely to run for much. It's not likely to rush much for our safe haven. So they are likely to rush for safe haven asset, which is the gold and the stock as well. So that's what they are likely to run for. So right now, once USD keeps falling, then Euro will get much more stronger. So and Euro being strong, definitely we are expecting Euro JPY to push much more higher, so as definitely rising to this second target. So we are expecting nothing less on this than just, as you can see, this pattern formation we are having like this A, B, C, D. Yeah, we are expecting to have the price to touch this level D here. Then we are expecting this to fall from this point. So likely it can touch the trend line here, or it could respect this wave. It's likely to respect this wave, then turn over and shoot for the second target. So if it doesn't break out here, definitely this is just likely to happen. So if we have A and we have a B here, C here, D here, then we are expecting our E here, E leg here as well. Definitely after that formation, if it respects this level, then we are expecting it to go for our target to just go for another first target and second target. So this target is likely to achieve by next week. So same as well on NZD JPY, we are expecting nothing less than this movement. So this ABCD move to complete on the NZD JPY, and this breakout is really very important to us. This breakout, so breaking out this very level and go for 71.4, but we have to respect this breakout, that once this D leg is complete, so we are likely to have a breakout. So breakout, definitely we are likely to have a reversal, and with it respect that D move as well, like to have a reversal back to this level, that's 70.6. So then we are expecting the price just shoot to touch this level, that's 72.853. So here now on the euro GBP, we are expecting nothing less here. Nothing less, although we are expect to have a kind of a consolidation, a little consolidation here. But what we are expecting this to break out. Once this comes down and just break, and this trend break out, so we are expecting it to move down here. That is the GBP getting back its strength. So once the GBP regain its strength, we are expecting this to happen. The USD card, so the USD card is kind of we were saying it want to push higher, but although the last on this candle was a bear, although it was the candle close bullish, nevertheless, but the last one were the bear. So it's kind of a correcting. This is just a kind of correction. It's just a kind of a correction. So the correction is likely to just a kind of push much higher to this level, that's 0.32482. So then to shoot for another down move to 0.30736. So this is what we are expecting on the USD card. So same as well on the USD JPY. So it's still following our analysis in which sell order. So we are expecting the price to touch 103, as we say 103, 104, 103. So that's what we are anticipating on the USD JPY. So like USD falling, that is yen flies. So the GBP JPY is still same as we analyzed, that is buying GBP JPY. So we are expecting this A, B, C, D. We are expecting this D leg. We are expecting the D leg. So after that, continue. We are expecting a kind of a reversal at this very point. So the reversal is likely to touch this level. Likely to make touch at this level. That is making a kind of a double bottom here. So at 135.421, then the price will shift higher to this very level. So that's level 1. Then the price will shoot. Once this level break out, then we expect the price to shoot for this level again. So we are expecting that to happen on the GBP JPY. So on the Oxy yen, so here on the Oxy yen, we are expecting nothing here than just breakout of this trend will be our confirmation. This trend breakout is our confirmation on the AUD JPY. So once this breakout, we expect to wait for a reversal. Then we look out for support on the 4-hour time frame. Then we put here. So card JPY, we are expecting strongness on the card as well. So same as well, we are expecting nothing less than the breakout of this level and the price kind of reverse shoot up to this level. So and then breaking out of this very level is very important to us as well, for it to shoot up for other up move for the price to just kind of go this way. So that's where we are expecting the price to touch. We are not expecting the price to it should, but this very pattern forming can break out at any point. This formation can break out at any point. As we can see, it can break out either down or low. So if it breaks out high, it goes that way. If it breaks lower, that is, if the price breaks lower, it likes to just touch this level. Touching this level, then likes to just touch that level, touch this level again, then shoot up, back to this level. So alright, so that's all about the weekly outlook. So thank you so much, guys.